Hey guys, it's Bendy. Sorry that I'm in the dark. I have some pain in my back, so I don't feel like getting up to turn on the lights. So I'm using my TV as a light source. So I had this thought run through my mind, and I wanted to bring it up to all of you. So in America, there's a lot of violence going on. And a lot of these criminals are getting out with a simple, you did your time, go out and don't do it again. Let's look at this from the aspects of a child. So, if a child misbehaves, you send them to timeout. But before you let the child out of timeout, you sit them down and have them tell you what they did and if they're sorry for it. And if they honestly understand what they did, they can come out of timeout. But if they are still throwing a temper tantrum, if they are still acting a fool, they go right back into timeout. So I think the prison system should be treated as a misbehaving child. You act a fool in public. You steal something. You hurt people. You do things that are bad. You vandalize. I think that they shouldn't just be sat in a room being fed our taxpayers to be fed and twiddle their thumbs until it's time to be released. I think people that assault people, people that steal, people that vandalize, I think that they should have to take mandatory classes and write some sort of essay or some sort of documentation recognizing, hey, I messed up. This is what I did. I'm sorry. And actually recognize, hey, I did this. Let me do better. And if they refuse to recognize that they're doing wrong, they don't get released. They get put back into timeout and their time extended. Is this wrong to be thinking this way? To reform the prisons because people are getting released and they're committing more crimes. They are not learning from their behaviors. I mean, the more they are getting released, the more violent they get. I mean, a lot of people are getting unalived because of their criminal history. And a lot of these judges, including, should be held accountable for, like, a lot of these prisoners' behaviors because they're just saying, oh, well, you have a history of, 70 counts of the same issue, but we're just going to slap you on the wrist and say, don't do it again. And we're going to let you go. And then they go out and then they set a woman on fire on the train. Or they go on a train and stab someone to death. Or they do things that are much worse. People need to be held accountable, not just sat in a room for them to think about what they did. They need to be told what they did and reformed. Prison is not just a place to twiddle your thumbs, eat and communicate with people. It's a place to spend your time. I think that they should have mandatory classes. I honestly think that they should have reformed classes, and they should have to have some sort of essay or test or some sort of documentation noting that they realized what they did and the harm it caused. Am I wrong for thinking this? Let me know. Bendy out.